Okay. Welcome, everybody, to the Cloud English Podcast. My name is Luke. I'm here with Mushroom. Hey, Mushroom.
Hey, Luke.
How you feeling?
I feel okay.
Good. That's good to hear. Me too. Thanks for asking. Today, we're going to be doing something a little different. So we'll see how it goes. But welcome, everybody. If you, just at the start here, don't mind hitting the like button, make sure you do that. Of course, comments are welcome. Like button, subscribe, all of that stuff. If you're listening, you can click 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. I think there's a heart icon for Spotify. And also, you can check out my full courses in the links in the description. And you can get a free course, Natural English Conversations. That is, again, in the links in the description. Okay? Free course. All right. So, we're going to do a bit of a scenario today, a bit different than usual, just to try it out, just for fun. So I'm gonna set the scene, Mushroom, okay, and then we're in it. All right. Okay. So here's the situation. You and I wake up in the sand on what looks like an island. We go out to the water and we look around and we see only water. Behind us is an island. Looks like it's sand, but it's not just sand. There's some trees. Maybe it looks like there might be some coconuts. And there's a little box in front of us, and we open it up, and I read it out. And it says, "This is a game. If you can survive on the island and escape, you will win $5 million. That's what it says. There are zombies on this island, real zombies. They were caused by a medical disaster. They tried doing some special drugs, and a bunch of people turned into zombies. They threw them all on this island. So we're surrounded by zombies. We have to survive. And we have nothing except what we're wearing.
That doesn't make sense. We'll die right away.
No, well, hold on. I'm not done reading it. So I keep reading, and it says, tomorrow, a helicopter will fly over the island and drop off 3 survival items.
No. How can we deal with the zombie right now?
Yeah, well, we're going to do that. This is Zombie Island. We just realized. So we get to choose 3 survival items each and 3 things that we want each. Okay? So, question number 1. We wake up. What would be the first thing that we would do as soon as you arrive on the island? When you realize you're on an island with zombies, you're just on the beach. If they approach, you could die. What would be the first thing?
I want a big sword.
Okay.
Not the big one.
Okay, so you have to that has to be one of your choices. So let's do the 3 choices. 3 survival things and 3 things you just want for the island. Okay, so what would be the 3 survival things? 1, you want a giant sword.
Not giant.
Not giant. You said giant. I think you said
big
giant.
One. I said the big one.
How big is big?
It's not too big. As long as I can carry and very sharp.
Like the Hobbit sword?
Not a small one.
Maybe like this long.
Okay.
Okay. A sharp sword. Okay, what else do you want? Obviously for self-defense.
Do we have clothes?
Yeah, we have the clothes that we're wearing. We're not naked. But it is obviously cold because for the survival items, I think instead of since you have a sword, I'm not going to do a knife. I was going to do a knife, but you're doing a sword, so I can use.
You and I need to both has the.
Right, but I can use your sword for knife things. If I need to cut something, I can say, "Hey, Mushroom, can I borrow your sword for a second? I need to cut some firewood or something like that." So I'm not going to do a knife. A rope. I think a rope is useful. And I feel like we're going to need some kind of way to capture water or liquids. because you can't carry it. So I'm going to have a bucket. And then my third item, I think I will go with rope, bucket, and third survival item. Let me think about that for a second. Do you have two more?
Mm.
What else would you get? You have a small sword. What is that called? What is a small sword called? Small sword. It's called a no. I don't know. I thought there was a name for it. Maybe not. Oh.
Do you want a gun?
I don't know. Is guns useful against zombies?
Sometimes.
Okay, I'll do a gun then. So I'll do a gun, but as long as I have some bullets, maybe like 100 bullets, a gun with 100 bullets, a bucket, and a rope. The rope I'm going to use to lift things up that we want to keep safe. I feel like we're going to need to maybe climb some cliffs or go down some cliffs. You never know. So
I want one of the things that you can dig a hole in.
Shovel? Shovel or a spade? Shovel is wider. Let me share my screen here.
This one.
Hold on a sec, because you want to look at both, because it might be slightly different here. So this is a shovel, and this is a spade. It's a little thinner. That one.
Both are okay.
Okay. All right. So shovel, small sword, gun with 100 bullets, rope, bucket.
不想, I don't want a gun.
Well, I chose the gun. You get one more choice.
Oh.
You can have one more thing.
I wanna. Is other trees around the?
There are some trees there. We haven't actually gone into the island yet, but we can assume there are going to be some rocks. There are going to be maybe a little mountain area. It looks like it might be a pretty big island. There are trees. There are coconut trees. I'll choose a lighter mushroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lighter, right? Okay, so lighter for lighting fires, a bucket for carrying water, a shovel for digging holes, which I think is a very good choice, a gun for possibly killing zombies, if that even works, I'm not sure, a sword for maybe cutting zombies' arms off, at least, cutting their heads off, and what did I not say? A rope for lifting things, dragging things.
Right.
And maybe building things in the future. We'll see. Okay. All right. You can also choose some personal things to just have until we escape. If there's any downtime, I'm probably going to want to read. So I want the complete works of Plato. That's pretty long. I can read that. I'm on that right now. I'm reading that right now. Complete Works of Plato is a long book. I'm going to go with a notebook, empty notebook with a pencil. I think that's one item, so I can sketch out ideas, communicate. If there's zombies nearby and I need to write something, I can communicate with you that way.
You understand zombie, right?
I think...
Why you need to write down things in front of
Just what if we have to be very quiet and they're walking past and I need to say, "Stas, be quiet," or something, you know? I don't know. And then... What?
Can I have a phone?
No, you can't have a phone. No, you can have a phone if it's not connected to the internet.
But how do you research, say, how to build a small house?
Yeah, you can't have that. We're in an island in the middle of the ocean, filled with zombies. We have to survive and escape.
I want to have a book to teach how to...
Survival? Yeah, okay, that's great. That's a great choice. A survival book, a book about survival. Survival book. There are a lot of... I had one as a kid that's... See if I can find it. Survival, Bushcraft 101, Field Guide to the Art of Survival, Wilderness Survival. Seems pretty good. Okay. What else? Anything just to make life easier for you? Something enjoyable?
No.
No, nothing?
I wanna.
Like a book to read?
No. How about a yoga mat?
A yoga mat? I thought you were gonna say yo-yo.
Yo-yo.
Yo-yo. Yoga mat? You're gonna do yoga?
You can lay on that.
Oh, okay, for sleeping? Yeah, what about a big sleeping bag? Because what if it gets cold at night?
Oh yeah, big sleeping bag instead of yoga mat.
Okay, so big sleeping bag, a survival guide, while you're using all your personal items for survival mushroom. I selfishly chose a book. I'm starting to feel guilty about that.
Do I have anything?
You have one more left. I think you can choose one more.
I think we need some medicine.
Medicine?
Medicine box.
Basic first. I like that first aid kit. Wow, you're so responsible with yours.
Book, a notebook, and a pen.
You can use mine.
I don't want you to.
No, you can use mine. It's foolish to get two of the same thing. You just use mine. I will give half to you. I'll fold the corner so that you know where your half is, and I have my half. Is that all right? All right. Okay, so I think we've got the basics for survival. If there are any cuts or scrapes, we can clean it with the first aid kit. We can fight zombies, basically, unless there are hundreds of them. Might be difficult. All right. So I think now we need a plan for food, because we don't know how long we're going to be here. So we have to escape, right?
Can you change your notebook to a pot or anything?
Oh, a cooking pot?
Yeah.
You want me to change my notebook to a cooking pot? I think that's fair.
Your notebook
is so selfish.
Really stupid.
How about I trade my complete works of Play-Doh for a cooking pot? Is that okay?
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to swap my complete works of Play-Doh, which was a selfish choice, and I apologize for that. I'm going to change that for what kind of cooking pot do you want? What's the most all-around cooking pot? A wok?
Yeah. Just that, and then you can make soup.
Do you care what brand it is?
No.
You don't care what brand it is. So a wok like this.
You can cook, or you can fry eggs. You can fry so many. I mean, you can make a soup. You can make a dry.
It could also be a weapon. I think you could hit zombies with that. I feel like a wok is a very well-rounded choice, because Chinese people use it for everything. They use it for soup. They use it for stir fry. They use it for cooking eggs. They use it for literally everything. And it's light. It's not hard to carry. If we had a cast iron pot, it'd be really heavy. Cast iron skillet. That would be really heavy to carry around.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you could make soup in that. It's kind of shallow. All right. So we've got a pot. I don't have anything to read, but I do have a notebook, and that's okay. All right, so food plans. What would be a plan for having at least one meal a day so that we can survive as long as we need to? It looks like I'm seeing in that tree, I'm seeing some coconuts over there. So it looks like we at least have coconuts.
We can use the bucket to see if we can get some fish or no.
All right. Well, I don't know if you can catch fish in a bucket by itself, but I could sharpen a stick with your sword to a point and sort of stand in the shallow area of the water, and when there's a fish, I can stab it.
Yeah.
Do you have a preference? Do you want big fish, small fish?
Both are okay.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I wonder what kind of shallow water fish I can get. Shallow water ocean fish. I'm just curious what kind of fish are swimming.
You didn't share your screen, by the way.
I know, I'm going to. I like to sometimes search before I share my screen in case something horrifying comes up on the screen. It's usually a good practice.
It should be lighter water, right? Not very deep water.
Yeah, shallow water. You know what? I think clownfish, reef. I think they swim in. Oh, not clown. No, sorry, not clownfish. That's a Nemo fish. That's too small to eat.
Nemo.
That's one bite.
You cannot eat Nemo.
Parrot. I think parrotfish. Yeah, these are bigger, juicier, colorful, pretty big.
Hey.
I think I could get a couple of these.
Can you eat this?
I think so. Probably. Why not? That's pretty big. If I could grab one of those, a parrotfish, and we could probably use that to make something. They have a little beak, like a parrot beak, as teeth, and they bite the reef with their teeth. I feel like that would be pretty good.
Okay.
All right, so my job will be fishing. I'll be spear fishing. That's what it's called. It's called spear fishing. What is your responsibility in terms of food? If I'm responsible for fishing...
I'm cooking.
So we just eating fish? Are we looking for anything else to eat?
We can make some salt.
Oh, yeah. Do you know how to get salt?
Yeah.
How?
From the water.
Oh, yeah. Just use some ocean water. Right. What about drinking water?
There's no drinking water?
I'm assuming that we can find some. There's probably a little pond or a lake or something that has fresh water from rain that we can drink out of. But it's not going to be clean. And if we drink it, it'll kill us. So we have to boil it. Yeah. We can boil drinking water, catch fish, parrotfish, with spearfishing, coconuts. How would you prepare a parrotfish in a wok on an island?
As long as it's cooked.
Would you boil it? Would you fry it? Stir fry, boiled?
No, there is no oil.
Yeah, we don't have oil.
Boiled.
Oh, what? Could we make coconut oil? Because you can cook with coconut oil.
We don't have.
We have coconut. We have coconuts.
I know, but we don't have that much things to.
By the way, do you know how I'm going to open the coconuts?
How?
I'm going to shoot them.
And how do you drink it?
Just hold the top and just shoot the top. Just shoot the top. How to make coconut oil for cooking? I'm just curious about this.
Open a coconut with
Open the coconuts. Hold on. Open the coconuts with a hammer or mallet. Okay, we could use your sword, I think. Use a food processor. Maybe I should change my notebook for a food processor.
Later on, we'll need so many things.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're not going to have... Because you have to plug that in. There's no electricity. Blend the coconut meat with water for 2 to 4 minutes. Okay, I think that's doable. Until the mixture is thick and creamy. Pour the coconut milk into a large pan. As the milk heats, the coconut oil will rise to the top. I feel like that's all doable.
Okay. We do coconut oil. Now, how can we build a place to stay?
Oh, yeah, that's key because we've got zombies, so we're going to need a shelter situation. I feel like we've got the food thing solved. We can survive on coconuts and parrotfish probably forever. And maybe we can get some seaweed as our sort of vegetable. Right? I mean, yeah. Right, shelter. Okay, so next is shelter. You have a survival guide. I'm assuming that your survival guide is going to teach you how to make a shelter. Do you have any ideas about how to make a shelter?
You have to have some wood.
Right, so I'm going to use your sword. I'm going to go into the forest of the island, and I'm going to cut down some either bamboo or small trees.
Follow the guide.
Follow the guide. Okay, so I'm going to search survival shelter, and we'll see what kind of thing we can end up building here.
That is
I feel
good.
like that's cold weather. one. Let's see. I think we could probably do something like this. Looks like you just stick the main branches together with one in the middle. Tie them with.
See anything else?
All right. You're not happy with the design, or you feel like
it doesn't really protect us from the zombie. I think this one
and rain.
Good.
I mean, this looks like mushroom. I don't know if even if I have a guide for that, I don't know if I'm strong enough to make something like that.
Okay. Scoot down.
Okay, well, what do you need to protect yourself against zombies? Let's think about what zombies do and what kind of thing. Because maybe we don't need to build a shelter. Maybe we should just be digging a hole and living in a hole. You know what I mean? That might be better.
Okay.
I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying I don't know how,
Can we try both?
Try both? Well, who's going to try? Me? That's a lot of work.
We can both try.
All right. Yeah, I think something like this is not going to protect you against zombies at all.
Let's dig a hole.
Let's dig a hole. All right. Have you ever seen those guys from... There's these guys who dug out house in the ground. There's these guys from, I think, Southeast Asia, and they dig out. These guys, have you ever seen these?
No.
It's just like, we're not going to watch this, but these guys, you can watch here. These guys, they just sketched this out on the dirt. And then we could build something like this. And then they just start hacking away at the dirt, just using their hands.
I think I saw something like this before, but not exactly these two guys.
But by the end of it, this is the kind of thing they build.
Do you think we can build something like this?
I would burn so many calories if I did this. I'm interested in trying. We could have a pool. This would protect us against zombies, I think. So, yeah, if the earth is right, I will dig us with your shovel and your sword. I will dig a nice little swimming pool. That's the first priority, right? Swimming pool, and then make sure it has walls to protect against zombies.
Okay.
I feel like zombies, you want to have a series of small holes all the way around your shelter.
You want to do this. This is your hole, right? This is your hole of your house.
Yeah.
And then you make another hole around your house. When the zombie walking, they will drop into that hole, and we can burn them. We don't even need to kill them.
I love that. That's kind of like a moat, except it doesn't have water in it. We do fire mode.
Or you can do some.
Okay, Moat. Yeah.
You can put sharp wood as the bottom. When they fall down, they die directly.
I love it. I think that's great. Let's do that. So we have something like the dugout thing, but then around it we have a special moat, like that thing, kind of, right? Except instead of water, it's fire. I feel like fire would be difficult because it's hard to maintain a fire. You have to constantly be putting in wood. I like the spikes idea. So we just have a bunch of sharp spikes sticking up from the ground, and when they fall in, they just die. They're already dead.
Then you burn them. Otherwise, it's too much going. It's gonna be a pile. How do you want to clean up?
Okay,
just
so
fire them.
Once a day.
I'm genius.
Once a day, we do a little bit of maintenance. Zombie maintenance. We burn them.
We first make sure we have that. Okay, this is the first step. We don't build the place that for our to leave. We need to be survival without thinking about zombie, and then we have a lot of time.
Wait. Which the higher priority?
Is to dig the hole to kill the zombie.
That's the higher. Yeah, I agree with that because we can live without food for 3 days. So top priority first, zombie survival. Then
we will have
do the food.
A board that. Okay, this is the island, and we have that as big as possible to dig a very deep hole,
Mm-hmm.
and then put everything down. Make sure if the zombie coming toward to us, they will fall into the hole and then die. And then we have a board. We can come across to the river to get the fish, and then we can
Lift
keep
the board up and down.
right. And then
Yeah,
in
that's
the
actually you
center
have that
thing,
here. That's a
We
drawbridge.
don't have to dig a hole for that. We can just make the
So-
just make something that can protect us from the rain or the cold weather.
Okay, so you're saying we don't need to put all the effort into actually digging ourselves a house. As long as we have shelter, what we dig out is just for protecting against zombies. That makes more sense in terms of ROI, right? It's a high ROI activity to protect yourself from zombies. So something like this, a drawbridge that can be lifted up around the moat. You lift it up. You walk across when you're going to get food, but when you're
This is too fancy. I was just thinking
obviously
about
not
it.
obviously not this fancy, Mushroom. I'm just just saying the idea. We're not going to build one like the London Bridge, you know. If I could build a bridge that easy, I would build one to Poughkeepsie, as you know. I'm always talking about, so side point, we live
Can you go get some fish?
we
Why
live
do you still say so much things?
We live right across from a really convenient area, but in order to get there, we have to drive all the way up and drive all the way down. But if there were a bridge right across the river, right there, it would be so close within 5 minutes. It drives me crazy. So I'm thinking about building my own bridge. I'm working on that out of coconuts. Okay, so if I understand your plan, Mushroom, we dig a trench around
Like a donut.
We have some wood that can go up and down to get across or pull it up, and then in the middle of that we have a basic survival shelter. Any one of these will be fine as long as it protects us against the rain, basically.
Right.
So that's no good because that's not going to protect you. But something like that might work, maybe. As long as it keeps the rain out, right? I like it. And then we've got a fire going for us so that we can cook. Use some. So, do you know how to do a fire in the wild?
We have a lighter.
We have a lighter, but what are you going to put the wok on? You can't hold it; it's too hot if it's over the fire.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
Are there any stones?
Exactly. Yeah, you got to do stones, right?
Hmm.
Stone ring. Put the wok on the ring. Wood in the middle. Light it with the lighter. Easy. These zombies have no chance. Should we be hunting at all?
Hunting to where? How
Hunting,
big the
I-
island is?
It's pretty big.
Oh. We can do hunting.
It's enough for about 100 zombies, I would say. What happened was there was a medical disaster. 100 patients from a hospital turned into zombies. They dumped them on this island, and then they started a game show where they would put people on the island to see if they can survive the zombies and escape. If they get off the island, they win $5 million. And that's how...
We got we got money.
No, we
got
haven't.
money.
No, we have one very key step we haven't thought about. We've thought about items we're going to need. We've thought about basic zombie survival. We've thought about basic shelter. We've thought about food. What we have not yet considered is escape.
Oh.
You have to actually get off the island. We don't have a boat. We have wood. We have a sword. We have guns. Excuse me, we have a gun.
We have to make a boat.
Yeah. Do you know how to make a boat?
We have the survival book.
All right. That's a good choice. So let's see what survival guides say about what boats look like. Let's see. Survival book boat. Let's see what we get here. No.
Just a boat. Easy.
Basic boat. Okay. Basic boat? Is that a good search? No.
Wood boat.
Wait. Dugout boat. Canoe. Dugout canoe. I think this. Yes. I can do this with the shovel or the sword. I feel like.
No, you can just put some bamboo. Make just like a sheet.
So,
Easier.
what I would do is I would want to have a place to sit that I know is going to float, like this sort of canoe that's hollow in the middle. And then I would, because you know how, remember when we went kayaking, it was very easy to almost fall over to one side and you always have to balance.
Hey, why we didn't choose a boat as our one of the items?
Because I had to have my notebook. No, it's against the rules. They say no boats as your items. I forgot to mention that. There's a little note that says, there's a little asterisk, and then under the asterisk it says, no boats allowed. No electronic items allowed. Yeah.
Okay.
No boats allowed. No GPS allowed. No, but because this can flip over so easily, I would want to have bamboo going out the sides and then bamboo going parallel to the boat to stabilize the boat. I think, did you ever watch that movie? Tom Hanks, Castaway, that's what it's called. Castaway. Did you ever see this movie with Tom Hanks?
I think so.
He's on an island.
I don't remember.
Yeah, he's stuck on an island. And then, boat. His boat is kind of what, well, no, never mind.
This is what I think.
No, I don't think this is a good strategy. Because his boat is just a raft, and as you can see, he starts losing some of the logs when they fall off. So I don't think that's a good way to go. I don't know what it's called, but there are things that go out the side of the canoe, and then they stabilize the boat, and I think that would be the way to go. Is that called Outrigger? Yeah. Yes. This is what I'm talking about. See that? This is called an outrigger.
How do you make it?
Well, I would do the dugout canoe, just a big tree, and then dig out the middle of the tree, a very solid tree. And then I would take a piece of bamboo, 2 pieces of bamboo, and then I would take 4 pieces of bamboo this way, and it would stabilize the boat.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's perfect. That's what I would do. All right, so but I mean, if we're on the water for 3 days, escaping the island, snacks, Dry fish, yeah, good call. We've got an answer for everything, Mushroom. I think we've got a pretty solid plan. I was thinking, what if there's a major zombie attack where we're being attacked by, 50 zombies at one time?
The donut will protect us.
Okay, put all of our faith in the donut. And then if anybody gets through, we've got 100 bullets and a sword. Yeah. That's pretty good. I mean, I think it's a pretty solid plan. Okay, last question then. What... yeah, Mushroom. Do you know why we have fewer viewers right now than usual?
The
World Cup final is going on. Who's stupid enough to do a podcast during the World Cup final? Me. But look, some people are watching, which is amazing. Fantastic. I hope everybody wins. Alejandro, hey guys, what are you up to today? Are you not watching the FIFA final? We're the only people who don't watch football. I know who's playing. I know that it's Argentina versus France. That's what I know. But that's all I know. I hope both teams win. Do you hope both teams win, Mushroom? Yeah. I hope everybody. I hope they bring back all the teams that lost, and all the teams win. I'm from Thailand. I have known you guys for months, and I can tell that your content is so cool. Aya ni mota. Thank you. Ai no mota. Ai no mota. Ai no mota.
I think my plan is really good. Your
Let me
plan is good.
Let me just do a recap of the plan. Then I have one more question. We arrive on the island. We have nothing. But we can choose some items. We're choosing a sword. We're choosing a bucket. We're choosing a rope. We're choosing a survival guide. We've got a gun with bullets. We've got, what am I missing? Rope. Lighter. A walk. And a notebook with a pen. Very important. I think we use the notebook to draw diagrams of plans, blueprints, sketches for the donut. Right?
You can just do it on the ground.
I might want to record my emotions as we're on the island today. I feel close to nature.
Okay.
You know, what would you write down, Mushroom? Because you have half of it.
I have a brain. I remember things.
No, that's what a diary is for. Give me a short couple sentences from one of your journal entries.
Are you gonna do a recap or you want to argue?
Oh, sorry. Okay. Then we go straight to working on our shelter. Top priority, more than food. We make a moat without water. Instead, we put spikes pointing upward. But the moat has a drawbridge, and in the middle we have a basic shelter to protect ourselves from the rain.
The donut is close to a coconut tree and then water.
Close to coconut tree, close to water. We can lower our little drawbridge down, go and get food, do some spear fishing, and then come back. In the middle of our little island surrounded by the moat, we have our shelter, we have our fire. I've got my notebook. I want to have a little area to sit and write my journal. Sharpen my fishing spear, And then for cooking, we cook parrotfish, maybe some crabs. We could get some crabs, probably stick some crabs, seaweed as our vegetable, coconut water, coconut meat, coconut oil for doing stir fry. And because we have a wok, our little fire has a ring with stones. We put the wok on the stones. It's a great plan. Then when we're ready to escape, we build a dugout canoe in a log it's an outrigger style using trees or bamboo to stabilize it, and that's it. I mean, it's easy. And we escape. As we sort of canoe, we eat little pieces of dried fish. Perfect. Okay, so the two questions. What do you do in your spare time? Because we have several. Maybe we're here for a week. When you're bored, you don't have a phone. I know what I'm doing. I will be journaling the whole time.
I don't think we have a lot of time to take a break, Have to keep working. You talk about this a lot of things. It's so hard to just...
You think it's going to be time consuming?
Yes.
Yeah, you might be right, but you got to make a little time to journal. I'm going to give you a couple sentences from my last journal entry. Today, Mushroom and I finished the boat. It's a canoe. I did most of the digging of the tree trunk because that's hard work, and Mushroom tied together the bamboo pieces for the outrigger stabilization, and we connected it to the canoe, and we've hidden it in the trees in a place where we think the zombies don't go. Tomorrow, we're going to go for it. We're going to run across the bridge. I'm going to have my gun ready. She's going to have the sword ready. We're going to grab the canoe. We're going to throw it in the water. We're going to jump in. And so tonight, to prepare, Mushroom is drying some fish for snacks on the way. And we have some water collected in our wok that we're going to be drinking. We're going to drink as little as possible on the water. Love, Luke. Do you want to read? Do you want to give me a journal entry, Mushroom?
No.
Little one sentence. What kind of stuff would you be writing about?
You won't survive without me.
So, Luke is so lucky to have me here.
Correct.
Are you gonna say Luke's not doing anything? He's lazy. I wish he would stop writing in his journal all the time.
Right.
All right, last question. What are the first things you're going to do when you get back to? We got our 5 million. We did it. Great. What are you going to do when you get back to civilization?
I'm going to take a shower.
Take a shower. I think I will take a shower as well. Anything else you want to do? Check your phone, watch a movie, play some video games?
No, I maybe need to eat something good.
I'm going to order all of the things on Amazon. I'm going to have a huge Amazon order. And then I think we should keep our items as a memory, good memory from the experience we went through. You know. And then we should probably report to the media and the police that there are human zombies on an island and people are being forced to be put on this island. This is a major crime.
This is on purpose.
It's illegal.
Who gave us money?
It's all illegal. It's a whole illegal operation. So once we get the 5 million, then we report them and stop this. Because they're kidnapping people, putting them on this island. It's really cruel.
We need to lock our doors when we arrive home. Take a shower first. Eat. Make sure you're clean. You're not hungry.
I probably need to change the cat litter, honestly. The litter robot will just be ready to change. That's 1 week.
Yeah.
They won't even know we were gone.
And then we give them some cat food.
Give them some treats. Yeah.
And then we can report.
Then report. So once we're good, then we report. Once we have the 5 million locked away.
And then the other day we spend the money.
Then we spend 5 million in 1 day on Amazon. All right. I think we got it. Thanks, guys. I hope everyone's enjoying the World Cup. The World Cup final. A great idea. Live stream during a World Cup final. Genius. Regardless, I thought it was fun. I want to do more things like this, Mushroom. We set up a hypothetical situation, then we figure it out. That's fun. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Hope the World Cup goes well. To those watching and listening later, thanks for listening and watching. If you haven't already done so, don't forget to like and subscribe. That would be most appreciated. If you would like to get a free English course, you can do that in the first link in the description. That is my free course, Natural English Conversations. Very good way to get started with my courses. And I think I mentioned it. It's free. And if you want to get more serious, you can sign up for a monthly or yearly membership, which gives you access to all of my courses. If you sign up for the yearly course, you get a one-to-one evaluation with me. I'll tell you what you need to work on, which courses you should take first. It's good stuff. So check those out. Like and subscribe. Follow. Do whatever you can to support. That is most appreciated. Have a great weekend. I hope your favorite team won the thing with the ball. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.